Hey Pisces, Biting Butterfly Tarot here. We're going to do your November love forecast. Thank you for being here today. All the details you need to know are listed down below. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. So right now we're asking Spirit basically what's changing for you for love in the month of November. And we have Golden Palace and Bone Collector. So Bone Collector can be coming back to our roots, our heritage, the past, and kind of learning from mistakes. Magic Stream also came out. That's a great one to have. So there's a lot of healing energy going on here and a lot of angelic presence so far. So let's see if we can get a couple more. And they're flying out for everybody else. They're being very particular for you guys. Magic Prayer. So that's getting those involved. And look at this, 23 and then 32. So mirrored numbers right there and coming apart. So you might feel like there's a sense of sadness or that you're losing something, kind of coming apart from your emotions. I'm getting kind of like a disconnect there in that area as well. Could also be the person that you're dealing with or have on your mind. Let's start with that one actually. Coming apart and Magic Prayer. And my first thought with that is, you know, a lot of people, when you have your dark night of the soul, you fall to your knees. You know, a lot of people do the cord cutting with Archangel Michael, that kind of thing. I feel like that's one of those moments where you feel like you were just going to lose it, that everything had been destroyed. And it's almost magical in a way because they hear that prayer. And it kind of matches what comes out to despair, false person, the gift, and sudden wealth. So I think you're going to see the magic and the gift that the universe has behind the despair that you felt maybe in a past relationship or someone that's still currently in your energy. So why is despair here, please? And that's also another number, 32. So that number might be significant to someone out there. So there's that higher perspective, taking a look at kind of what this heartache meant to you. False person. The owl. So there's an inner wisdom, a deep knowing of maybe something that was done wrong to you by someone that you thought was your friend, or since this is a love reading, someone you consider to be a significant connection. The ball is in your court also fell out. I'm going to put it back in and get one more in case it was meant to. It didn't seem to come out on purpose. Peonies. So that is that ancestral wisdom, help, assistance. You know, they hear you, they realize you've been patient, but I feel like you're right now at the point where everything just seems like it's coming to fruition, like to an end. You feel almost kind of, there's a hopelessness in the energy. What about sudden wealth and gift? So there's a denial, disloyalty, falsehoods, or illusions. Maybe surrounding, maybe you thought that this person ended up in a better situation after they moved on from you and they're saying no. There was definitely some illusions here behind the connection. But the gift that's coming in is going to be grounded energy, stability, commitment. We'll get some tarot to kind of see what that entails. I want to do this deck real quick too. The rock, please, for sudden wealth and the gift. The clock tower. So yeah, that's that tower moment that brings you to your knees. So right now it might be difficult, or in the past it might have been difficult for someone to feel, to kind of see the blessing in that. What about the mask? But I think that you're really going to start to see the beauty behind it all and why everything happened for a reason with the locket. Yeah. Being true to your heart. That message is coming through really strongly. What else do you have to say to Pisces about coming apart and Magic Prayer, please? Ooh, something tried to flip. Corrections or apologies needed. So someone definitely owes you an apology. And I think it's been kind of hard for you to maybe move forward completely without it. It's almost like they're still hanging on to your energy, even if you've kind of thought that you conquered it, if that makes sense, and that you'd healed or moved apart from it. It's not. So there's corrections or apologies needed. No action required on your part. And then there's unrealistic expectations. Find yourself again. It's time, and running from problems. So I feel that that could have been this person who broke your heart, their energy, they might have had maybe some false expectations about the relationship. They ran from the connection. And Spirit's just basically saying, like, yes, we realize they owe you an apology and we're working on it. We hear your prayer. And even if you don't get that apology, they're basically saying, like, you're going to find yourself out of this. You're going to know exactly what you want and what to look out for next time. What about this false person, inner wisdom and deep knowing? What else can you tell us about that? The Queen of Swords. So you might have already cut this person out of your life completely after you realize this. Or someone might have done that to you without thinking, without realizing the love, because there's a Six of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords here. But I feel more like it was you having this realization that this was false, that you weren't getting the balance, the reciprocity that you deserve. And even though there was a deep love for this person there, you had a moment of truth and clarity and you cut them out. But you still haven't been able to kind of completely take back your energy. Let's find out why. There's a Tower, Five of Swords. So a lot of words could have been spoken, or there could have been a lot of, like, a dramatical ending here. For some of you, I think they just quietly walked away or ghosted. Or maybe you did when you got some knowledge. But what they're saying is, even though, like, this ending brought a Tower moment into your life, brought you to your knees, you now see, like, it made you stronger. It made you aware of what you want passionately and stability-wise, like foundationally, what you're going to accept emotionally. Oh, what is this one? And temperance. See, it was part of your spiritual path, part of your awakening. And when you see that, it's going to open up a whole new world. Two of Cups and Death. So there's where I think the despair comes from. For some people, I think that they thought, okay, this is my only soulmate. This is, you know, my only person. And they're saying, no, whatever's meant to be yours will always be yours, first and foremost. But at the end of the day, for some of you, it really didn't make you very happy. And you put a lot more effort in it than what they gave to you at the end of the day. Not saying it wasn't real, not saying that, you know, they weren't a good person and that you didn't love them, but it caused you a lot of heartache. And you just wanted victory and happiness. You were willing to put forth the work and the effort. And so I feel like you were kind of cheated because of that. And you were. They definitely owe you an apology. Will they be apologizing to Pisces this month? There's a Queen of Cups. That's a lot of love. Six of Cups. Eight of Cups. Four of Swords. The Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long time coming. And they definitely want to reach out. For some of you, I think they will be coming in quite quickly. Probably around the 27th, 28th. For others of you, they're just kind of wait it out. Or try to even walk away further. Continue to run from their problems. But with that Tower energy, eventually, you know, the universe will interfere. And I think that also depends on where you are in your journey. Because, you know, you deserve justice. You're going to get your justice. For some of you, you will get reconciliation because all that's needed is this basic conversation. But I think what Spirit's trying to tell you here is just to learn the lesson. Kind of stand in your power, balance your energy, be prepared. Because there's the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So it's like refusing to surrender to whatever this connection is. Good or, I mean, sometimes we say no. You know, you won't surrender to it when it's meant for you, or you won't surrender when you're supposed to let it go. But with the Hermit and the Ace of Cups, it's like, hey, like, go within. We know the answers to all this. The Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. There's a blessing to be found here, a new love offer to come out of this somehow. Maybe not with this person, but all it needs is just release. They've heard the prayers there. And I think this magic stream is going to kind of tie into it somehow. And unexpected income. So that's sudden wealth and the gift with the Lovers. So that's amazing to have. So it's kind of like everything you wanted coming in. Magic stream. child came out. So that's a new beginning. Could also mean children involved. Let's go ahead and get the Golden Palace and the Bone Collector too out. And we'll just do all three of these at once. Distant horizon. So it's taken a long time to heal from this. The main male. Mature woman in high honor. Hold on, I'm going to put those back in because they kind of slipped out. I don't think they were meant to come out together. Pathway. So this was a fated path. It was meant to happen this way to learn. Ooh, with the main female. I'll get one more. And courtship. It was part of the journey. Either to bring you back together or to bring new love in. We'll see here just shortly. It'll probably be a little of both, depending on where you're at. What about lovers here with Magic Stream? Finding your home. So they know. And you know too. Like, who really truly feels like home? Who do you not have to wear a mask around? Who can you be yourself with, you know? And I think that's part of it. And maybe that's that heaviness from the coming apart is like, oh, I could have been myself with this person. I didn't have to wear a mask. They love me unconditionally for me. So we have the back and forth energy with the seesaw and holding on to past events and or relationships. And so something can be gained from that with baggage. Probably upon the release. What deck do I want to use? Baggage and unexpected income. And it's kind of learning from it. 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands. That's funny. 3-3. So it's basically, oh no, I'm sorry, that's the 2 of Wands. So it's making a choice as far as what you want and what makes you passionate. So like passion, but also stable. But in order to do that, you kind of got to release these past hurts with the 10 of Swords and Temperance. So like the Divine's on your side here. They're helping with these magic prayers. But something inside just, it might just be the worry that that pattern is going to repeat. Or that it might just be based upon passion and not foundation with the King of Wands and the 4 of Cups here. And there's something unexpected to be found. Especially with the Queen of Swords. Ooh, if somebody might have cut someone out thinking it was just passion, but it was really solid. What about this tribe and the lovers? Or for those of you in a relationship, I'm also getting a message of like needing to reunite that passion and almost like a wondering, did I take the wrong path just because something's kind of become stagnant and needs new life and a conversation. I'm hearing that because somebody's wearing the brunt of the pants and in the relationship. The weight, the 10 of Wands energy. Somebody else got that as well. 2 of Swords in the tribe with the lovers. So it's causing, you know, this stalemate, this how do I move forward? I'm so conflicted. I know this person's my home. I want judgment. But why? Why are they so conflicted? Could be the back and forth energy. Because something would have to come to an end for some of them. The World and the Empress. And for others, I think they already missed that opportunity. Seesaw, back and forth energy. A lot of these connections, you know, everyone's kind of at a stalemate. And it's just who's going to make the first move. And sometimes no one does, you know. 7 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So it's like they planted a foundation or they want a solid foundation and a new beginning in commitment. But they go back and forth. Why? Excuse me. There's the throat chakra again. There's the Knight of Wands also. Not what I want to see. For some of them, they've built foundations elsewhere, of course. But I don't feel that's the overall message here. There's another 7 of Swords. They go back and forth with self-sabotaging it. They just, by not making an action with the 4 of Swords. By not communicating. And that's probably both of you, just like what I was just saying. Let's check this. Well, let's see. What do you have to say about magic stream to add to this? Be true to yourself. And there's also some of you have third-party situations or interference. Could be people, places, things. It's not going to be for all of you. You would already know of this. So speak your truth. Some people need to just kind of let go of the ego portion, being scared to come forward, living in the fears. The ego is a big resistor of fears, dislike of change and resistance, and then be true to yourself. So some of you might be the one in a third-party situation and Spirit saying, be true to yourself. Like, I know you dislike change, you're resistant to it, but speak your truth and listen to your heart. And this magic stream will just kind of overflow. Distant horizons and the main male. Fire extinguisher. That's that roommate dynamic. Always comes out in these readings. So someone might be with someone or stay with someone, you know, due to either obligation or it's fine. You know, it's fine, but it's not great. They lost their passion. It's more of just a partnership, a friendship. And then with the hamster, they're terrified to repeat the same patterns, even though they might be. The ancestors helping behind the scenes again, trying to light the path. And then time is running out. That keeps coming out constantly. We'll find out why. And this is part of their spiritual awakening, and yours as well. Spirituality, spirit guides, everybody's kind of getting involved to kind of at least rectify the situation. Courtship. Because at the end of the day, you guys inspire each other, at the very least. You know, there was a lot of passion and triggering catalyst for change energy here. The lion, courage and fearlessness, and the light at the end of the tunnel and the guiding light. So they're aware, someone's aware they're in a situation that's stagnant. They need to make changes. Let's find out why time's running out. Why is time running out with the main female in the pathway? They're going to lose their opportunity, I think. Judgment, Five of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So yeah, they're so terrified of the aftermath of the drama that can ensue by saying this or coming forward, be it what you're going to say or what might happen. And time's running, I think, because you're either with someone else or someone else is about to be in your life. They can feel that energetically. The Hierophant, yeah, the Six of Wands, and the Hangman. So they know, like, hey, she's about to make these changes. She's about to go down a different path, and here I am stuck like the Hangman, unenlightened. But he's waking up here. What about this fire extinguisher with the hamster and the main male? Temperance. So Archangel Michael giving him a little flare there. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so he planted roots somewhere else. Had these expectations of how it was going to go. Didn't realize that, like, the romance was going to die so quickly. And then feels like he's in this partnership that he's obligated to just have patience and work himself through. And I think for some of them, they feel like if they were to leave by their own heart's desire or just give up based upon the lack of passion, that, you know, it would be another divorce or another heartbreak, and it would be repeating the same pattern. Some of them, I think, they think it's like as good as it's going to get because they don't know that this can come back. So they're settling in a way. King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, they settled for, you know, financial reasons, for stability, for that type of thing. And now they're realizing, oh man, I made the wrong choice. Excuse me. What about this courtship with the Lantern and the Lion? Knight of Swords. So once they get the guts, that information is going to come through quite quickly. And that might also be information from, you know, spirit. They could be having dreams or downloads. They're going to realize all of this stuff that was hidden, these fears, are coming to light. With the Moon, the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. There's realization, I sabotaged my happiness. Could have ghosted or just snuck away from this connection, ran away from it. out of fear. Why is the Seven of Swords here? And the crab on the moon card reminds me of, you know, right now on the news, I saw the running of the crab is happening, the red crabs on Christmas Island out there. There's so many of them. They're bright red. And every year they say they migrate to go mate and stuff based upon the phases of the moon. And this crab is kind of like, well, that's actually a lobster. Same thing though. Finding his path based upon this moonlight. And it really reminded me of that. So it's kind of like over time, over the phases of the moon, they've figured it out that they need to walk away from maybe just stability, just being okay and getting justice. Their love is not going away. It's just deepening. See if they need to say anything else about this before we move on. Nine of Cups, yeah. And the Tower. It's that moment when they realize that, and the world, that they were complacent, the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, that they could have had it all with the person that they should have been with. So it's almost like everything's getting illuminated. Bone Collector, see all that halo over her head there. This palace, the halo, another moon. It's like the phases, just like everything's come full circle. What final advice from Spirit about this section, please? Someone's been thinking too much with their mind and not enough with their heart. See the truth of the matter, pressing issues at hand, unfounded fears, and it's around partnerships or job. I would say in this reading, definitely partnerships, domestic partnerships. So they know it's a pressing issue, but there's unfounded fears about either leaving or coming forward. And they're saying, see the truth of the matter. Let's get a card on that. What is the truth of the matter? Even though they've already told us. What lights your fire? Where does your heart reside? Six of Cups. With that past life soulmate, twin flame. And everybody's kind of realizing it. But someone left somebody out in the cold. Or they're worried, what am I going to lose to get this back? What am I going to have to sacrifice for my own happiness? Who else will it affect? And Spirit saying, no, I mean, those are unfounded fears. You just have to have the strength to move forward toward your own happiness. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's see what's kind of the hidden underlying energies, like what you're not seeing in regards to love, what they're trying to get you to see here. Man with a coin, because typically the King of Pentacles. So that would be that stability. But he always shows up. And I get the feel in Pisces that like you feel like you show up for everybody and very few people have ever shown up for you. And this one will. All tied up, contract, the gate in the garden. I think Virgo and Cancer got that. Excuse me. So that's those, that could be a real existing contract. I have a feeling it's more like a soul contract, and see the scales of justice and the blindfoldedness to that strategy. So there just needs to be a strategy of them to come forward. There's Archangel Uriel. Golly, somebody else got almost this exact same combo. So definitely check out your other placements if this resonates. Magician in the Mirror. They're trying to bring it all back together. But there's still this sense of like a broken heart. Like, how do I fix that? How do we make that right? What's the strategy behind it? And can I keep hearing that, can I, at this point, make it right? Let's see. What about this contract? Whoops, sorry. What about this contract? Why is that here for the Pisces? So that's a new passion, pursuit, the friend. It's an interesting combo for the contract. There might be a friend or someone that comes along in your path that kind of sheds light on this. Sirens and Sinistry comes out. Hold on. Rose-colored glasses. Distorted views regarding a person or situation or glossing over the truth. And I think that some of you or someone in your circle might feel like this can't be a new beginning for this connection. And that's not necessarily the case. Because look what we have here, you know, with all tied up. Yes, people have other obligations. And my throat chakra is closing down again. Hold on, sorry. Excuse me. There's been a lot of heartbreak here. This isn't a toxic connection, so I just want to make that clear. I know that everyone knows you're supposed to only take what resonates, but yeah. This is just something that went awry, maybe bad timing. It just didn't work out. But there's a lot of residual feelings there, and see the lack of faith or hope that this could come back together. But at the end of the day, everyone knows, like, for most of at least this storyline, these people are eventually going to come back together. Face your fears or realize them. I believe that that's the person that needs to come forward. An upcoming tower moment, either pending or required. And there's some impatience here. And I feel like that's from the lack of faith or hope. Like, that caused the lack of faith or hope. This broken heart had went on for so long without getting the justice you deserved. So you started thinking this is never going to happen. Let's see what this tower moment's about. Why is this tower moment here? Fighting the current, go with the flow. Children was stuck to it. And the mirrored card just came out. Self-reflectant. So something that's, it says undiscovered or hidden talents. I feel like it's more like undiscovered or hidden feelings or truth about yourself or the situation, because the mirror is self-reflection or mirrored energy. Let's get the tarot out and find out why on earth that becomes a tower. Why does this become a tower? Because somebody is resistant. The Hierophant. That's a number 5 card, which could be resistant to change. But the Hierophant also, you know, is not just commitment, but kind of like the High Priestess, very aware spiritually. And somebody had been fighting that, I feel. But deep down, they know. See, so this is going to be the tower moment, regardless of them fighting it or what. They've been looking back, thinking about regret that happened in this soulmate connection. And on the floor is the sun. What makes them happy? And that's going to trigger it. That's going to trigger the actual tower. What's the result of the tower? 9 of Wands. So someone's not going to give up. But they're still going to hold back a little until they know it's safe with the 4 of Pentacles. Probably scared of what they might have to give up, what they might have to face when they face you. Got the Moon again and the Queen of Cups. They're still a little scared of this type of love. And that tower is going to re-trigger that for just a second and lead to like a stalemate again. But now there's a difference between an unawakened stalemate and an awakened stalemate, you know? Because, see, they're looking at what they want in a partnership, 3 of Pentacles, and justice. They know they can have it all. They just want justice in this connection. They're going to have it to move forward regardless. What about rose-colored glasses with contract? The 8 of Swords. So someone feels very bound, very anxious, unable to have the strength. They're not balanced to move forward. And that's the distorted view. So they don't kind of see the soul contract for what it is, or they've given up hope on it, or looking at it the wrong way. I feel like it's an energetic thing, or just friends getting involved. The Hermit and the Page of Cups. Once you go within and see how they come forward on that apology. How's that page coming in? Ah, 8 of Wands. So there will be communication. It'll lead to a little bit of confusion of how to move forward with the 7 of Cups, but it's looking good. It's going to trigger, like, I just keep hearing a whole new world for both of you. 2 of Wands. Regardless if you stay or if you go. You know, there's deep love here and a solid new beginning. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Well, that's awesome. That's good news, Pisces. Okay. So let's get some final advice for the month of November. I hope this resonated and it was helpful. If it was, please join our tribe, subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. We're doing contests and stuff. All that stuff's below. Unfinished Symphony, the Fates. Was it Leo that got that combo? Or Cancer? Peace. See, this is going to bring you a deep sense of peace. It's almost like figuring out why everything happened the way it did. You know, you're going to see the truth. And it's not only going to set you free, it's going to open up, you know, a whole new beginning. I'm going to get one more for you and then we'll wrap it up. Ooh, what is this? Chaos and conflict. Well, I can't leave it there. We'll get one more. Happy, happy. So don't let your internal chaos and conflict disrupt your happiness there. Okay? No matter what, because it's coming in for you. Just don't resist it. Remember that go with the flow card, because it's all trying to come in. And just listen to your heart, Pisces. You can't go wrong. Well, thanks for being here. I'll be back soon with another video. Love and light.